Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another video. Today we're looking at Black Skylands. It's a recently released early access game on Steam, and what it is, it's a top-down shooter looter and has some base building, gathering and crafting elements. And just to be sure, I've only played the demo. This is not the full early access game, and the video is just to give you a broad overview of what the game is and show you some gameplay. What I don't like so far is I've run into a game-breaking bug where my hooking weapon did not want to untether after shooting it. So this was a bit frustrating. I didn't like the fact that I couldn't actually complete the demo. But later on what I did was I logged off and I thought I'm just never going to try it again. And the next day I said, well, let's screw it, let's just do it. And I logged in and I was able to finish it. The bug was gone, but just be aware of that. And the other thing that I didn't really like about the game is, so far at least, is the story. I mean, the story is basically a bug's life.
The ants pick the food, the grasshoppers eat the food.
You play as one of three factions, and your faction is sort of these expert earners, or basically just farmers, and then the other faction comes in and they collect and what they promise is that they will protect them, but essentially what they are, it's just a racket. They are the ones that are the threat. If you don't pay up, you get your knees broken. So that's the basic premise of the plot so far, at least. And you play the daughter of one of the leaders of what is called the fathership, and as far as I can see, I think the fathership is just the head or the big ship of each faction, but there might be fatherships in each faction, I'm not sure. But in any case, you are the daughter of the leader of one of these fatherships, and you've also got a brother, and he makes a bit of a mess of it by trying to kill one of the Falcon's leaders, but by creating a bomb. It doesn't go off. Obviously that leader is not very happy with you, and he bombs the hell out of your fathership. So now you need to rebuild it. And your first mission goes on, takes you on an adventure to get your brother back, because he's fled. He probably is ashamed, and your dad's died. So that's the premise of it. You basically need to rebuild your fathership. Coming to the things that I actually did like about the game, and first and foremost, it's undeniable. The art style, I absolutely love it. It's pixelated, but the colors are actually vibrant. That is where I really like the vibrant colors. There is a bit of a day-night cycle so far as I can see, but when it's night, it's not permanently dark. There's no fog of war or anything, but it does sort of get these blue, darker hazes on everything. But then when it is twilight, when it is sunset, it is absolutely beautiful. And I really like that. It is interesting looking at the game while you play. And what they've done is they've created lots of depth. And the setting is perfect for it, because you play top-down shooter, so you you really feel like you're flying between these skylands, or sky islands. It is something that I really like. I think so far they've done a great job in creating that depth, and the colors are just absolutely brilliant. From a gameplay perspective, what you will be doing is you'll be flying around in your skyship. You will travel from skyland to skyland, disembark using your hook, by hooking yourself onto ledges. You can fall off ledges, and you save yourself by using your hook. If you do fall off and you don't save yourself, you've got a little bird that takes you back to your ship. In any case, so you fly around, you disembark, and you explore these skylands. And what you do is you liberate them, and that basically just means that you kill all the enemies in there, and then you collect the resources that there is to upgrade your guns and build new ships. So the main currency is pink crystals. You get them from defeating enemies and hacking boxes to bits. So what you do is you would use the pink crystals and the raw materials to either buy new weapons or upgrade them depending on the weapon. You might use aluminum for one and copper for the other, but I think the pink crystals is the main currency. So combat is quite fun, and what it entails, you can hook enemies, draw them closer to you, and then do a melee attack, or you can fire with different guns. And the main premise, I think, is that what they want you to do is there's this interplay between, okay, I'm shooting them with my gun, but when they're on their last bit of health, you're incentivized to move closer and then melee last hit them, because then you get some of your ammunition back. So that is the way that I think they want you to play. And that's an interesting combat style, because you're always thinking, should I take the risk? Should I move in closer? Should I back off? Getting that bit of ammo again, and then, being able to fight for another day. And you sort of get good at it. You can dodge incoming fire by rolling or pressing spacebar. And so it's fun and it's quick. I did like it. The balance is fine, I think, at the moment. I haven't really run out of ammo that often. Maybe it's because I play a bit more aggressively and use the melee, the last hit melee, but so far it seems like it's balanced. As you're flying around, you might be aware that your ship can take damage, and you need to buy repair kits so that you can repair them sort of almost on the fly. You know, if your ship is destroyed, I'm not sure what the penalty is, but it sort of gets respawned at a shipyard somewhere. I'm not sure what the penalty is. It might be that you lose some of the resources you collected. But in any case, you know, you need to manage your ship's ammo and fuel as well. So if you run out of ammo, you can't shoot. And while you're flying around, you're constantly being attacked. And if you run out of ammo, like I said, you can't shoot. If you run out of fuel, you can move, but it's a lot slower. So if you don't have any ammo and you don't have any fuel, you're basically almost like a sitting duck. And I enjoyed that. I think it makes this tension of constantly trying to manage those resources. And finally, what you can build some sky ships and upgrade them at the shipyard. So you can build a nice small one which is agile and quick to move and rotate and turn so that you can fight, or you can build a big one that is a bit stronger and tankier but slower and can carry more resources. And also back at the father ship there is stations that you can buy. I haven't explored these because the demo didn't allow me to, and I'll once I do a bit more research on it and play the actual early access, I'll be able to report back on exactly what that is. But so far, from what I can see, is you build various stations to upgrade stuff, and what you can do is you can farm to grow seed, to grow various plants. Again, I'm not exactly sure how they will be used and why they are useful. Know that there is this crafting element to it. Yes, so I mean that is Black Skylands, the demo version. In any case, it's been a brief intro on my initial thoughts on the game and what I think the demo it was. In any case, if you like these sort of games, if you like games that are top down, rich art, rich colors, nice fluid combat, if you do like a bit of exploring, I would say give the demo at least a go. If you like it, why not go early access? Be aware of that bug that I ran into. You are buying into an early access product, so be aware that it might not be a smooth sailing. If you do come across a bug, why not report it to them? I'm sure that they will appreciate that. So that has been my quick take on the game called Black Skylands. Guys, subscribe, like if you did enjoy the video. It helps me out. It's a growing channel, and I'm here to build a community of like-minded folks to see if we can't have some fun together. In any case, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll speak very soon.